Doma Sports Talk worldwide with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now, I got some interesting, kind of funny news in the world of boxing. Now, we know in the world of boxing, it's one thing I don't really like that we do in boxing, right? You know what I'm saying? We call the popular fighters something other than popular. We'll give them a name like face of boxing, right? So what you end up doing when you call them the face of boxing, they get the big head and start acting real funny. You seem to not get them fight their contemporaries, right? They tend not to fight those good fighters in their divisions because, hey, we're the face of boxing. We get paid for fighting anybody, right? We'll try not to mention any names on the face of boxing this time, but y'all know who the hell I'm talking about, right? Well, damn, I'm gonna mention these names. They're gonna be in the video, but I ain't gonna, I ain't gonna go in on them. But the face of boxing, what they will have in common, if their name ain't Floyd Mayweather, is that there's a whole lot of awesome fights in their division, awesome people with accolades, pound for pound people in their divisions, and they just will say, I ain't fighting them, and give you some crazy ass reasons, and you guys will swallow them because they're the face of boxing. So, having said that, right, we have a guy that gave one of the face of boxing a good fight recently, and his name is Lamont Roach, right? Lamont Roach gave Gervonta Tank Davis a good fight. We got to agree on that. Whether you think Lamont Roach won or lost, it ended up in a draw. We had the controversy with your boy Tank Davis getting on a knee because of some grease from his hair got in his damn eye, and he took a knee so he can get some grease wiped out of his eye. Hey, taking a knee means for whatever reason you took a knee. Even if you accidentally take a knee, people, they take a point from you. So that was a draw, which probably should have went Lamont Roach's way. I back then was saying that I didn't think Roach did enough for the titles to change hands without the knee thing. I like the title to change hand. I like the guy that's going to take the title from a champ to do a little bit more than the champ, where it's not a discussion. But be that as it may, Lamont Roach should have got that win, right? So he got a draw. Now, we live in the age of social media and YouTube and podcasts and social media, all the different ones, all this stuff going on. So everybody's somebody talking. So Lamont Roach has been invited to show up places and talk about this. He's in the news. The face of boxing had a close fight. That guy gonna be in the news, right? So now he's getting backlash for going on podcasts talking about the fight. Right. He's being accused of acting like Canelo Alvarez after losing to Floyd Mayweather. Canelo Alvarez got his ass handed to him by Floyd Mayweather and became famous. Edgar Berlanga got his ass handed to him by Canelo and became famous. Run around talking more smack than Lamont Roach is. And here's the difference between Roach and Canelo Alvarez and Edgar Berlanga. There is no doubt that Canelo got his ass whooped by little old Floyd Mayweather with brittle hands. The end of his career, Floyd Mayweather, right? Edgar Berlanga lost every damn round against Canelo Alvarez and was proud of it. Big old dudes. He was bigger than Canelo got beat. You know what I'm saying? So in Canelo against Floyd Mayweather, that's why I'm wondering why people are talking about Terrence Crawford has to hurt him. Floyd Mayweather couldn't hurt him with those brittle hands, but he beat the living daylights out of him. If they was the same size, he probably would have got Arto Gatti treatment, rest in peace, right? Because he beat him pretty bad, but he just couldn't hurt Canelo. Well, same thing for Terrence Crawford. Be careful what you guys are talking about. Bottom line is, Lamont Roach can act how the hell he want to. I don't like nobody. He's not saying he won. He's not celebrating like he's the big bomb. He wants a rematch to prove that what he did was right. Canelo ain't trying to prove nothing to Floyd Mayweather until Floyd Mayweather's in the senior home. Right now, he might want to, but he wasn't trying to get back with him right away then. Right? You know what I'm saying? Canelo ain't trying to rematch Bivol. Matter of fact, people his side. So You know what I'm saying? Lamont Roach is at least trying to rematch to show what's up. And he's just being invited on podcasts. So if Canelo could become the face of boxing after get his ass handed to him 12 rounds to 0, but little old brittle-fisted Floyd Mayweather, and Edgar Berlanga could lose 12 rounds to 0 to Canelo Alvarez and talk more smack than most everybody in boxing, then damn it, let's let Lamont Roach do what the hell he gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Until the next fight. Doma Sports Talk. Worldwide. And I'm up out of here, y'all.